I wanted to come on here today and talk about the importance of finding good in the little things. I've said it many times that something's only negative because you choose to see it as negative. And I've also said that something's only positive because you choose to see it as a positive. Sometimes that means removing your objectiveness and your bias, I think that there's so much more in just finding what you have now and accepting it for what it is instead of running from it, instead of hiding from it. No, you embrace things for what they are, the good and the bad. I choose to look at life with an approach of, it's supposed to happen for a reason. And trying to find everything as an opportunity to learn and grow. And it doesn't happen until you start accepting things for what they are. There's a big difference between an open heart and a closed mind. An open heart is what we need to strive for. It says, for example, you're in traffic. A closed mind is upset and gets mad because I'm going to be late for wherever I'm going, for work or for the event or for whatever it is. An open heart says, it's okay. You can't control it. You can't do anything about it. So let's just enjoy this time with ourselves, right? Being patient and choosing virtue and being kind, not with others, not just with others, but with yourself as well. And saying, some things you just can't control. You just can't. And if it's out of my control, it's out of my mind. Not that I completely shun it or ignore it, but that it is what it is. And I love it for what it is. Because what it is going to show me how to grow. And it's going to show me how to love everything and how to find good in everything. Because, again, you can extract meaning in everything. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find meaning in the suffering. Try to look for things. Try to look at them for what they are in a deeper way. And even if you can't find good in them, just say, you know what? That's okay. I don't need to like things. I don't need to appreciate everything. But you need to be aware that everything happens for a reason. And I truly do believe that. Good and bad. It almost is a way of calming yourself down whenever something goes south, right? Because whatever happens, you know that you need to continue on because everything happens for a reason. And choosing that kindness with yourself and choosing that type of approach is honestly, it's all you can do. It's stillness. I think a lot about stillness in our lives and how we need to choose stillness. Stillness isn't just being physically still. It can be, but it's more of a mindset and it's more of how we approach things. And it's more of that control the controllables, right? Control the controllables. That's all we can do. So whenever you get upset, whenever something's not going your way, whatever it is, smile about it. Because it's happening for a reason. And even if you don't believe that it's happening for a reason, it's happening and you can't change it. If you can change it, great. You can try your best to change it and you can, take action and move toward that. But what's the point on ruminating on something that you can't change and being upset about something that's happened? If you can't change it, why are you thinking about it so much? Even if you can change it and it still happens, oh well, you learn from it and you got to move on, right? I think that we just need to continue to be still and just take things with a grain of salt. And, got stuck in traffic. I can talk about my day with myself. I can think about what went wrong, what went right, what can I do tomorrow to be a better person. It's little steps into becoming better people. And it doesn't start with hearing yourself saying it or hearing someone else say it. But you actually need to put it into action. And not every day is going to be perfect. There's going to be days where you are beat up and you just cannot keep going. We all have days, but there's a difference between being down and staying down. I always say that. So you gotta just get up. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep finding reasons to smile. Keep removing that objectivity. Lose your bias. Accept things for what they are. Love the things for what they are. And even if you don't love them, just be mindful that they're there. Being mindful is the single most important thing we can do, because it just helps you expand your perspective on life, your perspective on people, your perspective on yourself. Because one who is truly okay with themselves will never have an issue with anyone. Because at the end of the day, you cannot control other people. You cannot control the media. You can't control any of it. What you can control are your choices, your thoughts, your beliefs, being virtuous, being kind. That's all you can do. Don't have to be kind to everybody. Just don't say anything if you don't want to be kind. But know that we're all living. It's our first time living. It's your first time living. It's my first time living. Give yourself a little bit of grace. Accept that you're trying your best. And if you're not trying your best, I think it's time to have a conversation with yourself. And I've realized that through many, many years of not accepting myself for who I was, and not being a kind person, and being impatient, not having an open heart, and, ignoring virtuous. And something changed in me. And for the best. I mean, I'm extremely proud of who I am now, and I wouldn't want to change myself for the world, because I can truly say that I can live in the present moment now, and I expand my perspective on life, and I just choose kindness now. Not that every day is going to be great, but you have to put in the effort for yourself. So I think the message for today is just be virtuous and be present. Accept things for what they are. Be virtuous and accept things for what they are. That's what you got to do.